Hi guys, welcome back to another how-to video, and on this video we're going to be replacing an alternator on a Fiat Panda. It's a 2010 169 model 1.1. Basically, when you start it up in the morning when it's cold, the alternator pulley's making a horrendous sound, and then once it's warmed up it's fine, but obviously it's on its way out, and we've noticed a few things with power and lights dimming. So we're going to show you what you need to change this, the tools and everything. Okay, so in regards with tools that you'll need a socket set, hex socket set, and probably a brake bar if it's not been off. I have put some WD-40 on the threads where I could get it, not on the belt, just let it soak in. The top bolt here is a 17mm. That's a fixing bolt. There's also a bolt down there where you can see with the socket. So you can see there, that's 16mm for that one. And this adjuster for the belt tension is also 16. So we'll get this off and then we'll come back to you. Okay, so when you're removing the top bolt, you'll need to put a 17mm spanner this side, but we're just going to remove the airbox so it makes it a bit easier to get in because it's a bit tight. So the airbox has two 10mm bolts, one over there and one over there. Very easy to move. Mainly doing this so we can get a hand round the back and hold the spanner, then use the ratchet on it. Okay, and we'll remove this airbox and then come back. So the airbox basically just pulls up off this seal, that tube goes into it, or you can remove that one. And now we've got a better access around the back here, so we can hold it. It's just a little bit more room to do stuff. So we'll hold that and then we'll undo it. So we've removed the top bolt, this one here. It's still in at the back there. We've also marked a few bits up, but we've banged the bolt back, and we'll have to bang it a little bit more to get the alternator off. So we've loosened off the adjuster bolt here. It's got two washers on it, big one at the back, small one at the front, like the top one. And then we're going to remove the second bolt down the bottom in a second. Right, so when it comes to removing the bottom bolt, you need to access it from the side. You can't really get in this area and the belt's in the way, so I'll show you how we did this. So we jack it up and we just, you can see right in there, if I can show you that, and you can then get it in between the plastic and just loosen it off like that. Then the same goes for tightening it up. So once we've loosened that off, we'll then take the belt off up the top. So now you can move the alternator back and forward. Just take the belt off. This is a Conti belt. And then actually once that's like that, you can then undo it from there and take the alternator out. So just for reference, that's what the bottom bolt looks like. The washers were going that way, small and big. And then the next thing we need to do is remove the connections, a couple of connections on the back. I couldn't see what they really were and I couldn't remember, so I'm just going to take it off, turn it, and then remove them with a small wrench, and we'll show you that in a minute. So I've tilted the alternator upwards, and I can tell you that this one, small one on the left, is an 8mm, and that is a 13. I've just sprayed a bit of WD-40 in there in the thread, and I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes, then I'm going to try and remove it. Just make sure you put these back on when you put the alternator on. Right, so the alternator's out. I'll just show you just for reference, they are the same one. And that was the electrical connections at the back. And when you spin this, you can hear it rumbling. You might be able to hear that. So that's obviously the bearings on the way out. The new alternator comes with two new nuts, which we're going to put on. You can also put dielectric grease on this as well to stop the corrosion. That's up to you. And when you spin this one, it's lovely and smooth. Right, so we will now refit this. So when it comes to refitting, put the bottom bolt in first. We'll put all the bolts in first, and then what we'll then do is reattach the what's that? What's that again? The drive belt. Yeah, I had a bit of a moment then. The drive belt, it's a very small little drive belt. That's what that is, just for reference, if you ever want to know. So this drive belt is a Conti and it's fine, it's been replaced recently, but if it's got any cracks in it you should replace it, but this one is absolutely fine, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to put all the bolts back in, and then we'll show you the final part, which comes to tensioning it up, which is quite important, but everything needs to be done up tight. So we're ready to put the alternator back in, and then we're going to just give these terminals a quick clean, because as you can see they've got a bit of slight corrosion. Just use a little bit of sandpaper, and then afterwards you can spray it with a little bit of contact cleaner. I did mention dielectric grease. Well, once they're in there you can put a bit in, stop the corrosion, that's up to you, but definitely give these a clean up with some sandpaper. Okay, so now we're coming to refit the alternator, and it does go a specific way. What I suggest is putting the bottom bolt in first. I'll just show you that. I have actually removed, just to give me more access, this plastic shield here. It's held on by some screws. If this is the first time you've removed it and you haven't done the cam belt, just replace the screws. So the bottom bolt is here. It doesn't go anywhere else, it sits like that. So get this one in first. And remember it's a this is 16mm, so get that one nipped up a little bit, but so you can move it back and forward. Then get the belt on and the other two bolts. I'll show that in a minute. Just a word of warning, if you're fitting the alternator and the belt from the crankshaft is at an angle, basically you've got the wrong alternator, which we did. We were advised that it was the right one, it wasn't. It's this one with this little extra bit here where my finger is. It's not, this pulley isn't flush, so hope that helps. Right, so the new alternator's in, as you can see, all tightened up, and when you need to put a bar in here and pull it back, but be careful with the wires, round about here, pull it back and then tighten that bolt there, the adjuster bolt, and the belt should turn just slightly, but it should be just about halfway, and it should be quite tight. And then afterwards just verify you're good with the voltages and everything, just for a multimeter. And that's what we've got, 14.2. Some are higher, some are lower. So thanks for watching.